Hey there everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another orchid adventure with me, Maria Young. And that's right, today I am reporting out of a bathtub? Look, don't judge me folks. Don't knock it until you've tried it, because you might like it. Yeah, I would have never even guessed that I would one day be filming in a bathtub, talking about orchids. Awkward! But you know what? Hey, I could get used to this. This could be like my little film studio here. So again, don't judge me, folks. Anyways, I was just so anxious to do a video, and this is the most quietest place in the house right now. So definitely I said I would make it happen, and I will. This is actually part 2 to another episode that we did where we talked about orchids in a bag and also going to certain garden centers that ensures a 1-year warranty on any plants that you receive. Of course, that means that in a year's time, if anything happens to the plant, you can always go back to the store, of course with a receipt, and they will either refund your money or give you another plant. So definitely something that you guys should take notice of. Anyways, I wanted to show you an up close and personal of the quality of plants that you will receive. So definitely that's what we're going to do in this episode. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and take you to some of these locations so you can definitely identify these orchids in a bag. Okay folks, and here I am at Lowe's. So Lowe's definitely has this. These are the orchids in a bag. And of course here's the smaller sizes and then the larger sizes. And these are the ones that they have at Home Depot's. As you can see, they have a lot more selection, but again, orchids in a bag. Quite a variety here. Okay folks, so welcome back and thank you again for tuning in to Maria Young in a bathtub, rub-a-dub-dub, talking about my love for orchids. That is, anyways, stick to talking about orchids, right? So let's go ahead and get to the meat of the matter here, and I'm going to show you these wonderful orchids in a bag. Okay folks, so these are the actual orchids in a bag that I purchased. And I already showed you the cattleyas that I purchased, but this is actually two-toned, and it's actually like a lavender and a deep fuchsia color. And it also says that it has some splashes on the petals, so that should be really, really beautiful to see. And also, this is supposed to be a pure purple one with a darker purple tongue, so that'll be awesome. And here we have a full green cattleya. So very excited about this because I've never had a full green orchid, period. So really want to see that one. Now also a special addition that I've added is this Maxillaria tenafolia, which I purchased on an adventure that I really wasn't supposed to purchase an orchid, but I could not say no to this one. Really fell in love with this, what is also called a coconut orchid. Now, this was not in good condition at all, and I'm going to show you a closer up later on this, or on another episode actually, because this is a rescue orchid, and I would not have purchased it at full price at all because this was in such horrible condition. But folks, I want to advise you, if you see an orchid that you know they should not be selling at full price, definitely, I mean, don't be ashamed to go to a manager and to let them see how bad of condition their orchids are and ask for a discount. In most cases, if they are concerned about their customer service and satisfaction, they will give you a discount. I actually got this 50% off, so definitely it is within your rights to ask. You are the consuming public, so don't be ashamed, folks. Okay, so anyways, these are the orchids, and now I'm going to go ahead and unwrap these and give you a closer up look. Okay, so the first one that we are going to unbag, of course, is the two-toned one right here. And I've already opened the bag, but we're going to go ahead and take it out of the bag. And of course I'm one-handed here. Ah! Okay, here it is, folks. And as you can see, it's within a netting. And I actually had to be very cautious with this because there was a baby Cattleya growing in there. And actually grown to a point where it grew right through the netting, and it was actually kind of choking it out, so I had to cut it with a scissor. So definitely that is something you want to be mindful of. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and I'll be right back because as you know, I am one-handed and it's very difficult for me to do this with one hand. Okay folks, and here they all are ready to be showcased, and I went ahead and took out all of the tags so that we can read the tags. Now this is the Emerald Isle Green, and it has a date here, November 8th, 13th. So I'm assuming that this was planted about 2 years ago. Okay. So this is the actual plant, the Emerald Green Isle. So definitely looking like a healthy plant. This one says Splash Petal, or is it Paradise Splash Petal? Anyways, this is December 27, 11. So that's like about 4 years old. Okay, and that's this one right here. Okay, looking very healthy. And also we have the Royal Pavilion Summer Splendor, which is this one, the complete purple. And the plant itself is right here, this one. Looking pretty healthy as well. Okay, now we're going to take a close-up look, kind of get into the root system and see what it's doing. Now this one actually had to be very careful with because as you can see it actually grew into the netting, and I tried to pull it away, but it's really tightly in there and it's not going to come loose until I cut it loose with a scissor. So yeah, so you see the root system there, definitely has growth, and of course this is a baby coming out of there. So definitely nice sized plant. Looking very, very healthy. And these are the plants, the Cattleyas that I got from Home Depot. And then this is this one, the two-tone. And here we are with that one. This one also looking very, very healthy. Let's go into the roots. As you can see, there's a lot of dead roots that really need to be cleared away, but that's quite all right. We'll definitely do that. And here again is a baby. So definitely nice. And here's some roots growing in there. So again, very nice, healthy looking plant. And this one is the Emerald Green Isle, right there. And this looks like a very healthy plant as well. Let's look into the root system. And here you see roots coming in there. So definitely very healthy. Now if you take a close look here, you will also see a little baby right there. And if we flip to the other side here as well, if you can see this right here, it's another growth that's coming up. So it's another baby on this Emerald Isle. So definitely some good choices here. And folks, I really wanted to show you something that I discovered on one of these orchids, because we did talk about whether or not if these orchids were in blooming stage or maturity. And as I took a close look on one of the leaves, I did notice something that appears to be breaking through right here. It's that lighter green right here. And what I am assuming that is, because it's definitely different than the other leaves, I'm assuming that is a blossom, folks. I will definitely keep you guys updated, but I really believe that these, again, are of blooming age. So Again, for the price that I got them for, definitely not a bad deal at all. Okay, and these right here are the Maxillaria tenuifolia, also known as the coconut orchid. And it says it smells like coconut. Woohoo! And the date on here is April the 3rd, 13, so also 2 years old on this one. And this was actually purchased at Lowe's, surprisingly, because Lowe's normally takes better care of their plants. In this case, not so much. But these are actually going to be my rescue orchids. And I'm going to do a whole series on this, just showing you the repotting process and also the tender, loving care that I will be sharing with it. So definitely stay tuned for that. But these are my orchids in a bag, folks. So definitely you should try those out. And I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that all of these lovely orchids are under Better Grow. Definitely wanted to give them their props and their credit as well. And also, just as a quick side note, this is what you will be receiving when you purchase these orchids in a bag. So this is kind of like a bonus for you. But of course, you will see the picture of the actual orchid. You will get the tag, the name, and also the date. And you will also get the care instructions in English and also in Spanish. And of course here, this is specific instructions of how to repot the orchid. So, I mean, this is like your one-stop shop. You get your orchid in a bag and you have all of the care needs right here, folks. So again, another bonus for you guys. Okay, folks, and I guess that is a wrap. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another orchid adventure with me, Maria Young. And I would like to ask you to please, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs way up. And if you want to see more videos like this, please be sure to subscribe. And if you have any comments, feedback, or any questions, please be sure to leave them as well, because I will definitely get back with you. Thank you so much, and happy orchid collecting, everyone!